Exhaust here, coming at you with another One Piece video, and in today's One Piece video, I'm going to be showcasing to you basically my updated list for Red Green Lore. I've been taking this to locals for the last couple of weeks, and you guys have been getting some content with it, and I've been doing really well with it, winning locals quite a few times, coming second place, like all of that good stuff. And I wanted to kind of show you guys my current list for the deck, because even though the UK is stuck in, well, OP06, we've been stuck here for a month longer than we should be, just because, well, there's been issues with, well, supply for EB01 in the UK, so we haven't had any chances to actually play EB01 in the UK yet, outside of like online. But nonetheless, I wanted to kind of mess with Red Green Lore again, because I'm kind of bored of everything else that was in the format. Didn't really want to play Moria, didn't really want to play like Sakazuki, didn't want to play the Reiju, didn't want to play really anything this format. And I thought, you know what, I want to start getting ready for EB01 to an extent. I wanted to play Red Purple Lore, but I also want to continue playing Red Green Lore. So I thought, hey, I can't play this deck yet, so I'm going to go ahead and try and innovate a bit with Red Green Lore, and you know what? I think this is a very good build going into EB01. It does obviously still lose to like Sakazuki and Red Purple Lore, like those decks are just going to really just run over the Red Green variant, but nonetheless, this is still a very, very strong deck, and I really do like it myself, being able to beat loads of different decks like Gecko Moria, like Katakuri, and Nell, Yellow Black Luffy. Like, this deck is still really, really strong going forward, and yes, it does have like bad matchups to the best decks in the game, being Sakazuki and Red Purple Lore as soon as that gets out in EB01. But I've been doing really well locals with this, and I thought, hey, I'll show you guys the updated progress of the list, see where I've come from, and show you guys what is kind of ready for it going into EB01 to try and speed up the deck quite a bit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and show you guys the list, because I really do want to give you guys a little look-see at what we've got here. So let's go ahead and begin. So starting off, we're playing the obvious 4 Nami. She's the Searcher, she does everything for you, she gets Straw Hats, very good card, and you want to be playing 1-drop so you can kind of spam the board early game. Next we also play the 4 Bonnie. She goes ahead and searches your Trafalgar Lore 5-drop blocker, she searches any supernovas, she essentially searches herself as well and helps you spam the board too, which is also very, very good. And then we play 4 Dadan, because she can go ahead and search your Nami, she can search your Tama, she can search Makino, any 1-cost red drops to kind of keep your hand going and kind of keep getting advantage. Like, this is the idea of the deck. You want to keep your hand big, you want to keep playing characters. These characters are going to get you more advantage, and you're going to keep playing the game quite fast. Like, that's kind of the idea, and these are your main ones, because they're the ones that search your cards on play, or when you use their ability with, like, Bonnie, that when she goes ahead and uses her ability, rest her head on and go ahead and search a supernova. Next, for some blockers, we're going to go ahead and play the 4 Chopper. Chopper is still very standard, mandatory in the deck, best one to play. Then we're also playing 2 Capone Beijing. Like, he's just basically another Chopper, but he's the Supernova variant, so you can go ahead and search him off Bonnie, and you can go ahead and search Chopper off the Nami. Basic idea, and he's the only card that I actually don't have foil on the deck, because we're getting all tasks of him going into the next premium collection, so can't wait for those to come out to actually make this deck fully shiny. Then going on to the next cards, we are playing 4 Zoro. Zoro is kind of a mandatory 4 of now. Like, you need to have that aggression for the Sakazuki matchup. You need to have that aggression for like Moria matchups. So you need to have the aggression for basically every matchup, and Zoro is just your best card for that. On play, just have Rush, swing 5, then return it to hand with like his 5-cost Lore, then replay him again. He's just going to keep getting advantage for you and keep giving you more aggression on the opponent's hand, decreasing their hand or decreasing their life, which is just very, very good. Then we're playing 3 Brook. I kind of wanted to make it so where if we do go second, because we can go second very, very well in this deck, we can go ahead and play Brook, so we can go ahead and drop him, drop a Zoro to go ahead and get a swing, or drop something like a Nami, just getting 2 characters for the price of 4, and also having a body as well, which is very, very nice. So we're going to go ahead and play the 3 Brook because of that, and I'm really liking Brook because he also comes off with another card that you're going to be seeing later on. Next, we also play the 4 5-cost Lore. He just restands any Supernova card, so you could be restanding your blocker Lore, you could be restanding the Zoro. Like, he just helps you get more aggression in as normal. And we're also going to go ahead and play 4 blocker Lore, because blocker Lore is just the best card in the deck. He's the one that you want to see in your opening hand every single time, just so you can go ahead and shambles him out with the Lore leader ability, go ahead and return something to hand, play it again, and just either get a search with one of the Namis or the Dadans, or just go ahead and get another swing with your 3-cost Zoro. So he's just very, very strong. And then we also play 2 Luffy, the 5-cost rush one, because he gets through blockers, he's also rushed, so that's very, very good. And you can go ahead and return a blocker lore or a restand lore to your hand to play him, and then just get a swing as well, which is very, very nice. So he does come up. He's mainly an end game card though. And then going on to 2Ks, we're playing for Makino, probably the best 2K counter in the deck now, just because she helps you boost your Nami, where you can go ahead and play her, rest her, boost Nami by 3K, and then give you a 5K body to swing with. And if you have multiple, you could potentially go for like massive swings with just the 2 of them. So it's just very, very nice to have multiple of this card, and it does help with a bit more aggression there. And then something we've actually brought down since recent times is free Otama. It seems the further we go into the game, the worse Otama just becomes. Like, yes, she's still very good, being able to decrease characters by 2K, but the only things I've seen kind of relevant for this fact going further into the game is the only thing I would ever want to decrease is like the 8-cost kid if they end up playing it. So I can go ahead and play this and just swing big characters into the kid to make it easier to remove it. Like, honestly, I feel like this card just gets worse as the deck goes on, but you still have to play it in the deck because it is a 1-cost 2K. I just think Makino is the preferred one in the 2 of them now, which is kind of good. And then for the Straw Hat 2K counter, we're playing the for Brook, because Brook is just Brook. He goes ahead and on play gives 2 Don to any character or leader on the board, and also is a 3K body as well, so you can go ahead and put 2 Dons, swing into life, which is pretty decent as well. He just helps you build your board while also not having to waste Dom, which is very, very good. And the last card, which is actually the newest addition in this deck, is for Dracula Mihawk. This card is very, very good. The whole point of this card in the deck is that if you're going first or if you're going second, you can essentially play 3 characters out very, very easily, and the reason behind this is because of Brook. So the idea behind this card, which I really, really like and has been doing a lot of bits whenever it comes up, is if we're going first, we go ahead and play the Nami. Nami looks at the top 5, say we add the Brook, and then we also have the Mihawk in hand. Next turn, we draw for turn, and we can draw any Straw Hat that we want. We could draw a Brook, we could draw a Zoro, we could draw a Chopper, we could draw another Nami. Like, you could draw any of these and essentially have something really good going for you. So you rest your freedom, you go ahead and you play your Mihawk, and then Mihawk allows you to play your Brook, and then the Brook will trigger, and then you can play any of these from your hand. So essentially, turn 1, you got a search. You could have searched the Brook, you could search any other Straw Hat if you already had the Brook, and if you've got the Mihawk, it allows you to play the Brook, and then you can essentially play the Zoro for more swings. You can play the Nami to search another card. You can play the Chopper to have a blocker to protect the Brook because it has to come in rested sadly. Or you can play another Brook just to have a board presence on the board. Like, this is a very, very good strategy that I've kind of come up with going into the red-green lore build. And it's just something that I really, really liked when it came down to Mihawk as a whole. So I chose to play 4 of it, and I really, really like this card in the deck. I think this is just a very, very strong addition just because of we have the 4-cost Brook to go ahead and play more characters. So I really do like this addition into the deck, and it's just something I really, really enjoy overall going into it. But guys, that is the list that I've kind of come up with. It's what I like, it's what I've kind of been testing, trying, and I think going into EB01, the deck is still very, very strong, and I hope you guys will try it out yourselves, give it ideas, maybe accumulate to it, see what you can do with it. And yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say for this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more One Piece content, and try out Dracula Mihawk yourself. I really do think that combo is very, very strong. It reminds me of like the Dogura combo back in the day, where you go ahead and play Dogura to play additional 1-drop red cost cards. So it just seems very, very strong to me, just on a better scale because you can get more aggression with it because, well, Mihawk's a 4K character, so you can go ahead and swing 5 with it, and you also get the Brook out of it too with another Straw Hat having more aggression there as well. So just something I really, really like. Tell me what your thoughts are on it in the comment section below, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Absolute Donis signing out. Later all.